Hello, Americans around the country. As a person of color, of many different nationalities, I identify myself as an American first. And what I want to share with you is why this brother right here agrees with Obama. I actually finally found something that I can agree with President Obama on. And I think that this is so telling as to exactly what's going on in our country right now. I'm telling you, we need to do research, people. We've got to do research. The veil is being pulled back. But when I saw this today, I said, this is pretty amazing at what happens to a person when they get into politics, when they've been in politics, and how much they can actually sway from their original stance of why they got in. I believe this is why Obama won. This is why Obama won the presidency of the United States. Watch this.
We all agree on the need to better secure the border and to punish employers who choose to hire illegal immigrants.
We need to secure our border, and he even said punish companies that hire illegal immigrants. Now, this was in 2005. This is what the American people voted for. I don't believe they voted for him just because of the color of his skin. I didn't vote for him at all. But I believe that they voted for him based on what he was saying. Listen to this.
We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law, and they are showing disregard for those who are following the law.
They're disrespecting and disregarding the law. This is what people voted for. They voted for somebody that they thought was going to stand up to the Constitution, was going to stand up for the Constitution, and was going to enact laws that were going to keep the American people safe. Obviously, that's not what he did. Let's finish.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants. We all agree.
You know what? That is exactly what's going on right now. We are trying to secure the border. Donald Trump, here's the difference. Obama got in office and didn't stick to his word. He completely shifted everything that he wanted to do. He completely changed his tune. American people of all colors and nationalities felt it, especially the black community. He didn't do anything for the black community. Donald Trump is now now that he's in office, guess what? He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Hopefully people are seeing the difference between a career politician that was just trying to get in office that could then use his political clout to pad his pocketbook to the tunes of hundreds of millions of dollars and be the person that just is happy there in the White House and taking all the vacations. You know what? Donald Trump is now in the White House and he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. And we just got to keep believing for and promoting and supporting our president because he's trying to make us safer. He's trying to make sure that the vetting process is secure, more secure, so that we're not letting in people that just want to get into our country and wreak havoc. Please understand, Donald Trump is working for you and me. He's working for every American out there. Please share this. People need to see this. People need to see this and then realize that, hey, Trump is in office, but he's already doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He's working for you and I to help make America greater than it's ever been. So you and I do the same thing. Share this video. Let's hope that it gets to some liberals or it gets to some young people. The next generation is watching. I keep on feeling like it's the next generation that I'm speaking to, a lot of times more so than everybody else, because it's the next generation that is watching. They're paying attention, and they're either being deceived because they're getting one side of the news, or they're going to see real news. They're going to see true news like this, and they're going to say, wow, I had no idea that Obama was saying all that stuff before he got in office. Go YouTube it yourself. You'll see the same thing. People need to know that what Trump is doing is he is staying true to his word. He's doing what he said he was going to do, and he's trying to make our country safer for you and I. So God bless you. Share this if it bless you. Let's hope it spreads, and some undecided or some liberals say, you know what? I got to rethink my take on Trump. God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon.
This is the heart of New York City. We're used to seeing protests, anti-Trump protests here in New York City, which voted overwhelmingly for Hillary Clinton. But this is a pro-Trump rally. About 50 to 100 people have been here since noon, and they say they've really just had it with the disrespect over President Trump. They believe that people should be respecting him, giving him a chance, and they're seeing all these anti-Trump protests as a little bit too ridiculous. Some of these protesters are these supporters of the president, have pacifiers in their hand. They're saying essentially that those that are protesting against the president need to grow up, and they told me that they need to stop being, quote, babies and essentially support their president. He just started, and essentially they're saying, give this guy a chance. He is our president. That is the sentiment outside of here at Trump Tower. Again, New York City is no stranger to protests. This isn't a big protest by any means, but it is worthy that it is a pro-Trump protest in the heart of New York City.
Hold on.
The town hall welcome for Congressman Jason Chaffetz. Jeered. Drowned out.
I'm trying to be as representative as I can. There are
A crowd of 1,000 viscerally tired of DC blather.
Why aren't you checking out your own president right now?
Another 1,000 people say police outside.
You work for us! You work for us!
Congressman Chaffetz seeing firsthand the national tide of angry voters. In California, protesters swarmed this town hall, chasing out the congressman.
Why did you let us in?
From Nebraska to Pennsylvania to Indiana. Knocking on district doors, sitting in uninvited, channeling post-election anger, a progressive movement called Indivisible.
You will have 3 simple targets: your 2 U.S. senators and your representative.
Indivisible was founded by former congressional staffers who saw firsthand the power of the 2009 Tea Party to stall President Obama's agenda. Indivisible now claims 3,000 groups and 100,000 members spread across every congressional district.
These are the things that we need to ask Jason Chaffetz.
It's organized. Donald Aguirre live streaming an action plan to Indivisible Utah, 24 hours before Congressman Chaffetz's town hall. This is directly in response to the election.
100%. I would say so. From one Donald to another, I'm not going anywhere. And there are millions of people like me that are going nowhere. And for the next 4 years, we will be at everybody's doorstep.
The new administration is noticing. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer dismissed these protesters as professionals.
The Tea Party was a very organic movement. This has become a very paid AstroTurf type movement.
Are you a political operative?
Absolutely not. I'm a nurse. I'm a mom.
Courtney Martin founded Indivisible Utah, once a registered Republican and now a self-declared anti-Trump progressive, in the Chaffetz town hall crowd with Donald Aguirre, declaring victory. Congressman Chaffetz cutting off his town hall 45 minutes early. Kyung Long, CNN, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Good afternoon, Mayor, council members, and everybody else. My name is Betty Robinson, and I want to address the topic of sanctuary cities. There's a special place in my heart for Kate Steinle. My son lives in San Francisco, and when I visit him, I usually shop or have lunch at the Ferry Building, which is right next to Pier 14. That's where Kate's life was stolen by an illegal alien who had a history of 5 deportations and 7 felony convictions. Yet, he was able to be there and murder Kate. She died in her father's arms, there in the sanctuary city of San Francisco. Sometimes people roll their eyes at the mention of Kate Steinle. Yeah, we've heard it before, but she was a real person. And I know her family misses her every day and will miss her for the rest of their lives. Since her murder, I've been keeping a list of those killed by illegal aliens only a year and a half ago. It's difficult to obtain information on immigration status because that information is purposely suppressed. Therefore, the 93 people on my list are actually many times more. And any person on this list could be your mother, your aunt, your uncle. I'm certainly assuming that State Senator Kevin De Leon's family members that he admitted are here illegally are not killers. But is it worth one person's life to ignore our immigration laws? It goes without saying that illegal aliens are attracted to sanctuary cities. Truly, with great respect for this city council, this is what we think of the proposed sanctuary city resolution.
Constructive comment period, then we'll just end the council meeting. Go.
The legislature sometimes ignores whether or not it's constitutional or not. We go ahead and make laws because we're California and we do it anyway. Ignores whether or not it's constitutional or not. We go ahead and make laws because we're California and we do it anyway.
If it weren't so insulting, I guess it would be funny that we have people here who want to testify against this bill and want to talk about free speech. Guess what? Free speech covers all speech, not just the speech you like, not just the speech that doesn't offend you. It's all speech. You're banning, essentially, weapons that are already in use and have already lawfully been purchased. And I just have to say, I am sick and tired of people using tragedies to advance their own political agenda. It's getting old. It's sick, actually. You don't use the death of children to advance your own cause.
California is not turning back, not now, not ever. His truth is marching on. We've seen the bold assertion of alternative facts, whatever those are. We've heard the blatant attacks on science, familiar signposts of our democracy, truth, civility, working together, have been obscured or even swept aside. And let me be clear, we will defend everybody, every man, woman, and child who's come here for a better life and has contributed to the well-being of our state.